Hey Georgia Foodies, this is Nathan Johnson, and today we're going to be talking about vegan food. As many of you know, recently there's been a huge rise in vegan food. A lot of vegan restaurants have been popping up around Duluth, Georgia, and a lot of people are going vegan just because of health concerns, animal welfare, environmental concerns. And initially, I was not really a big vegan fan until they started making these things called mock meats. From fast food chains now offering plant-based burgers like the Impossible Meat, to fine dining restaurants now offering vegan-friendly options now that didn't do it before, we obviously can see that there's a growing number of vegan options coming up on the market. So join us as we look into the exciting world of vegan food and we start to discover other vegan options locally here in Georgia. And today you'll be joining me at Mamak Vegan. Okay guys, welcome to Mamak Vegan. Mamak Vegan has been here since 2020 and they specialize in vegan cuisines and they do an amazing job at it. Today we're going to take you behind the scenes to the kitchen so you can see where the magic happens and watch the amazing chef here create these dishes for you. So you're going to follow me into the kitchen and we're going to watch how they take natural ingredients and turn them into mouth-watering dishes. So here we go. All right, so I'm here with Wang Wei Ling, an amazing and popular chef. He's been cooking since he was 17 years old for 20 years, 40 years actually, I'm sorry, for 40 years. He's the one making all the magic happen. He's gonna make the dishes that we're about to see and try, so we're excited to have the opportunity to meet him. Okay guys, so after watching the chef create some amazing dishes, we are now here with 4 out of the 5 that we're going to talk about dishes. So this is a Roti Canai, this is the basil tofu, ancient beef, and the pineapple fried rice. So the first dish is the Roti Canai. If you haven't heard of Roti Canai, it's a really popular street food in Malaysia, Singapore, China, and a lot of times it's considered a breakfast. So it's a very simple dish that normally comes with a dal, like a curry, and a piece of roti. Normally in this dish, people will tear the bread, dip it in the curry, and that'll be basically like a quick meal. The cool thing about roti is like it's this hollow and crispy bread. So think of like a deep fried tortilla almost. So it's made to be torn and just dipped into curry or sauces. So it's just an amazing thing. So obviously this is an appetizer here. I mean, if you come here and try to get it as a main dish, you will be kind of upset about that. But it's a good thing to start your meal off with. So let's try it.
Still crunchy.
We'll ignore the sound. I like the curry. It's like a masamam curry with potatoes. All right, this dish is really, really good. The curry is sweet, spicy, and savory, so it's like a very unique experience when you're eating that with the bread. The crispy bread with the curry is just an amazing combination. So I would say definitely try this dish when you come here. It's obviously vegan, so no fear there. But the bread is what makes it. The roti and the curry is just a great partnership. So hey, I'm for it. I'm gonna come back for this. pretty amazing, actually. I like how it has a bit of a kick to it, not a huge kick, but a good enough kick to enjoy it. And the pineapple and the tofu just have good, they kind of work together with this rice. So I like it. I think it's a great dish. And it's a hefty dish. So if you're gonna get a dish like this, be sure to share it, have somebody with you, or else this is just gonna be your full meal. And it's not gonna be used for anything else, because this is a really, really big dish, as you can tell. Stuffed with vegetables, tofu, pineapples. So you get like a full meal here. You get the punch of pineapple with the rice, but the rice has a strong flavor in itself, so it cuts through. Lastly, we have the ancient meat. This dish is called the ancient meat. It is a meatball dish. It's a very colorful dish, actually. I love how they have the broccoli, the pineapple, bell peppers, cucumbers, and then these meatballs that are just really, really good. I mean, again, like what made me a winner, like what made me basically go gung-ho over the vegan scene is that they can take vegetables now and make them taste just like meat. I mean, this thing tastes just like a meatball. And I'm saying that because I've had this dish before. And yeah, it's like, just like a meatball. Like, I could feed this to my kids and they wouldn't even know the difference. What I like about this dish the most is that all of the vegetables have their own flavor. A lot of times when you go to restaurants who have like a mixture of vegetables with meat, everything tastes the same because they're just cooking this sugary, oily sauce. But with this dish, you're not getting that. You're basically getting all these vegetables. The pineapple even has its own, you know, obviously a stronger fragrance, but the vegetables are very unique to the point that they have their own freshness to them. They're not necessarily marrying in with the sauce. So when you eat a bell pepper, it's a very strong bell pepper, like it's coming through. Just know that this is, to me, the healthiest dish I've tried here today. So it's really, really fresh, really, really healthy. I love the flavors of the bell peppers, the tomatoes. Everything is just really, you know, I think everything shines. Nothing is shining above the other. They all have their own personalities, whether you're eating the tomato, the meatball, the pineapple, they all have their own personality, if you will. So that's what I love about this dish. Okay guys, I want to talk about this dish. This is called the chicken curry. It is an amazing dish. It actually comes with these pieces of chicken, as you can see. Hope I can get a good shot on that. But the chicken is just very unique. It actually looks and tastes just like chicken. So it throws you off a bit. At least it's throwing me off a bit. I feel like I'm like in the Matrix where it's like, you know this isn't real, but your mind is telling you that it is.
The Matrix is telling my brain that it is juicy and delicious.
It has like the texture of chicken, it has the flavor of chicken. It's just kind of a strange situation. And it's in this curry. So the chicken curry is becoming one of my favorite dishes here. It's something you definitely want to eat with rice. There's a lot of curry involved. It's literally just chicken and potatoes. I mean, and the potatoes are pretty amazing in themselves. I mean, I love that. I love how the potatoes are like just really, really saturated in the curry and has a great taste to it. So anyways, it's addictive. I can't stop eating this dish. if you're wondering what dishes to get, this is definitely one that you need to try, especially if you're not necessarily into the whole vegetarian thing and you actually want to have a meat. It's definitely going to trick your mind into thinking that you're having meat. So that's just a funny thing about it. Your mind's going to be like, whoa, this is chicken, and your brain's going to be like, no, it's not, but this strange situation is going to happen. And it's confusing. This next dish, basically called the Beyond Penang. It's a Penang curry, and it's basically made with these strips of beef, if you will. They don't necessarily, I don't know how to keep saying this, but it's a strip of what seems to be beef and potatoes done in a Penang curry. It was great. I mean, it was really, really good. It's funny to think that this is also a vegetable dish, but the potatoes really, again, the potatoes are amazing. They're saturated with the curry. This curry is on the spicy side, so if you want something with a kick, the Beyond Penang is gonna be really, really good. Between this dish here and the chicken curry, I mean, I could survive on both of these dishes and not even miss meat. It'd be the strangest thing. Not that I would do that, but I could if I had to. We tried quite a few dishes. We had the pineapple fried rice. We had the basil tofu. We had the ancient meat. We had the Beyond Penang and the chicken curry. Of all of those, I would say the Beyond Penang and chicken curry are my personal favorites, just because I love meat. And they taste very much like meat. But we are going to be having an event here. The date's gonna be below. If you haven't signed up for our meetup group and you live in Georgia, go ahead and go to meetup.com/Georgia Foodies and sign up. We would love to meet you guys. We do weekly events at places like this where we can kind of coach you and help you to try different foods. We have one coming up here at this restaurant in about 2 weeks. If you want to join us and meet us, definitely just go to that link below, sign up for our group, and we'll be emailing you with our next stop. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that behind the scenes look at Mamak Vegan. This is one of the many vegan options we have in Atlanta, but they're among the top. They've been voted the top 20 vegan restaurants in Atlanta. Atlanta Magazine put them in the top 75 of Atlanta as far as restaurants go. So the food here is really, really, really good. The hours are 11 till 9. 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday, but they have Thursdays off, so don't come on Thursday, they will be closed. If you like what you've seen, don't forget again to like and subscribe to our page, and we will see you again. You guys stay awesome.